Hey, good morning. This is Dr. George from AltraVita Health. This is day number 5 of our 100 Days for Happiness series. And this morning we're going to speak about, managing your emails. And you're going to say, what's that having to do with happiness? Well, every single day you receive hundreds of emails. Yeah, well, in my case anyway, all my addresses. Every single person wants to sell you something, tell you about the course, tell you about their, and which is absolutely fine. But if you are that type of person that is every single day, every, 5 minutes, 10 minutes checking their emails for the next thing, you are making yourselves a disservice because you are interrupting yourself from living, from being. And this series for happiness is about you being more than doing. The message here is every single interruption you have in your schedule, in your program. Sometimes I used to, let's say, go for an hour cycling and I would get halfway, to catch my breath and I get the phone out and check my emails. This is interrupting your flow. It's interrupting your flow, your happiness. It's interrupting the flow of your productivity in the areas where you want to be productive, looking after yourself, doing things for yourself. That's an interruption. It's a major interruption. It's a major cause for stress, anxiety, and restlessness because you're always looking for the next thing. So what to do practically about that? What we do practically, we have a business approach towards all the emails and communications from the outside. So number one, in most days, I'm saying in most days because I'm not perfect, and nobody can be perfect. But in most days, I refuse to look at any messages coming from the outside before 9 a.m. because I want to keep all the time before 9 a.m. to myself. I want to be able to, read my book and go and do some exercise and go for a walk and take my daughter to school. And then I'm going to come back home at 9, about 10 past 9, I get home and then I open all my messages. I answer all the messages. I send messages. Sometimes, do I send messages sometimes prior to 9? Yes, I do. But I'm sending, I'm not receiving because I don't want to be able to be ready to answer messages before 9 a.m. So that's one of the things. And then I batch my email reading during the day. So I do one email reading about 12, because I want to answer all the emails from the morning. And then the second email reading I'm doing, it's around 4 p.m. And that cuts the time because look, every single time I open my phone to look at an email, I'm interrupting what I'm doing already. And that's going to take me another 5-10 minutes to get back into the flow of what I was doing. You are going to be tempted to answer some of the emails. So that could take even more time. When I batch answer at 12 o'clock, I leave myself an hour for all the emails. And then if let's say I've sorted all the problems that I've seen in emails in half an hour, I leave the other half an hour to go to the spam folder or to look at emails which I don't think are relevant to me, to unsubscribe or to send those into the spam folder. Because that's another big part of it. I want to filter as much as I can and I want to get rid of as much as I can. And then at 4 p.m., I don't tend to answer unless it's under 2 minutes to just say, yes, I agree or no, I haven't seen it. And I take some of those things and I put them in my tasks for next day because from 9 to 12, I have a slot of work every single day. If I'm in work doing hospital work, that changes. There's going to be a whole day of work. I don't tend to look at emails. That's when Alice or Sujan, our amazing virtual assistant, is doing that. She's not virtual, she's a real human being, but you know what I mean. So I don't like the word virtual assistant, but that tends to be used. So, I use my time, I dedicate chunks of time to answer to all the messages and emails, and then I dedicate chunks of time to myself, to exercise, to read, to rest, to eat, and so on and so forth. And this is going to give you great happiness. You see my point here. Do not be tempted to answer every single minute to all the emails. Do not be tempted to answer every single minute to all the messages. That's going to make you anxious. That's going to raise your stress levels and therefore you're not going to be happy. So day number 5, it's all about creating chunks of time which you dedicate to looking at those emails. Also, what I've done to all my important business partners and to all my important management teams and to all my important people in my life, I told them, if there's anything you want me to answer straight away, please do give me a phone call. Please do send me a text message because that's different. That means urgency to me, and I'm going to do my best to answer in the next half an hour. So I hope this helps. Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, this is just day 5. We have another 95 days for happiness. Stay tuned. This is going to be amazing. Thank you.